So we're going to look at two different ways to build lists. Let's get started with that. The first is going to be using the LowTime Pilot maps, and what we'll be doing is using that to populate the contacts sheet within this networking tool. So we have two different maps that we're going to look at. There's a company map, and then there's also the designated pilot examiner map. So that's what we're going to focus on in this video. We'll talk about this third one using FlightAware as sort of a little bit more of an advanced targeting solution. So really what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a list of either emails or phone numbers to conduct outreach, right? So the first step that we have to do is kind of comb through different places to generate those lists. This is the company map that you can find on the LowTime Pilot website. And when you click on one of these businesses, so here we're looking at American Patrols, it's a pipeline patrol company, that'll populate a little tray that pops out on the left-hand side of the screen. You'll see here that we actually have, an email and a phone number. So that's helpful, right? That's what we want to do. Another thing you can do though is think about other people or other types of businesses that might know about jobs. So here, American Patrols, we might actually just, you know, contact them and do some outreach. We can also think about other people that might know about jobs that we'd also want to add to our list. And so in that example, there is this designated pilot examiner map that you can access on LowTime Pod as well. Designated pilot examiners, they're doing a lot of certifications. They know what's going on within the market. So these might be interesting people to reach out to and say, hey, what do you know about the hiring that's taking place? Or do you know any places that are looking for pilots or where you do a lot of certification, etc. Right? Similar to the other map, you click on one of these. This is a guy in Florida here, has a phone number, an email, and you can add that to your list, right? So what we're doing is we're going to that networking tool, we're going to the contacts tab, and we're creating a new record, right? So we're going to enter in that information to a new row. So we can use these maps to populate this contacts sheet. And we'll talk about what you do with that sheet in a later video, but that's one way to build a list. We'll talk about how to use FlightAware in the next one. Hopefully this is helpful.